Have you ever stayed in a traditional Japanese ryokan with a modern twist? Well, in Fukushima, you can. Join me today as I stay in Eirakukan, a beautiful ryokan with a relaxing hot spring and delicious food. Hello and welcome to Tipsy. My name is Sky and I'm going to be your guide today as we stay in this ryokan in Fukushima. So this ryokan is called Eirakukan and there's also an onsen here too. And I will be showing you all of that. So if you like videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and let's look around. So as you can see, it's quite snowy here in Fukushima at the moment, which is how I was able to spot hot spring water right here. We're not even in the ryokan yet, and you can see that there is steam coming from this water, which means it's lovely and hot. This ryokan is located in Bandai Atami, an area famous for hot springs. I love this. We're not in the official lobby yet, and already we're greeted with this nice decor. It's very cozy and welcoming. But let's get into the actual lobby because it is massive. It is huge in here. Also, the lighting is very ambient and welcoming, and you can hear some nice soft piano music, so you're instantly relaxed from the moment you walk in. Anyway, let's have a look around because there are a few things down here that make this lobby extra special. So this is something I find really fascinating about Japan. You can find souvenir shops in a lot of ryokans, which I love. It's so strange and not anything like I'm used to. So let's have a look at this one here because there's actually quite a lot inside. They sell sake here. So you can either buy this for yourself or buy it as a souvenir, but that is very useful, definitely. And I would love to try some of these, maybe later. There's also so many other things here as well. So let's have a look and see what we can find. Akabeko. So if you ever come to Fukushima, you're going to see a lot of this character. So it's a red cow, and that is Akabeko. And there's a fun little folk story about how the Akabeko is a very hard-working cow, and you will see him absolutely everywhere. So if you ever go to Fukushima, he's a great souvenir to get. So the final area I want to show you in the lobby is this seating area. So in the corner here, you can get refreshments and you can sit and relax. But the main thing about this area that's extra special is the phenomenal view from the window behind me. It is absolutely beautiful and it makes this area so much more relaxing. So as you can probably tell by my attire, I'm on my way to the onsen and I'm taking you with me. So let's head there now. There are two types of private onsen, so we're going to Yujiro no Yu, and that is one of them. We have a special key here because obviously it's a private onsen. I have tattoos, so I'm only allowed to use the private onsen. So if you do come to this ryokan and you have tattoos, you can use the private onsen here. But yeah, it's good to check beforehand. So I'm using the private one, which is better for me. So before you actually enter the onsen itself, there's this area here where you can put your stuff and wash your hands and just do whatever you need to do before you go into the shower area, and then you get into the onsen. So it's a little bit of a process, but there's method to the madness. It makes sense. You have to be clean before you get into a bathing area that other people use, obviously. And it's one of the things I love about Japan. Cleanliness is key. So there is an indoor bath and an outdoor bath. I'm currently sat in the indoor bath and it is hot. It took me a minute to have my body adjust to the temperature. It's also very deep. So if I sit all the way down, in fact, you know what? I'm just going to show you. That's literally how deep it is. It goes right up to my chin, but it's very, very relaxing, especially in this cold, snowy weather. This is lovely. So before you get in, as I mentioned before, there is an area where you can shower and wash your body. The other thing I should probably mention is you can see I'm wearing a towel in the water. That is not normal and you're actually not supposed to do that. The only reason I'm covering myself is because obviously this is a YouTube video usually you would not be wearing a towel at all. So it's really nice to hear the water flowing in here. It's such a lovely, relaxing sound. I would also say this is a really good option if you have a family because there's so much space in here, which is why it's nice to have a private onsen all to yourself. So I'm kind of thankful I am using this today because I get all of this room. So like I mentioned, if you do have tattoos, you can come here, but you have to choose the private option. But with this space, you can't really complain. It's amazing. So as I mentioned, there is also an outdoor onsen, and I am probably the most excited to try that because it's out in the snow. So let's do that now. This is phenomenal. Oh my goodness. Okay, so first of all, the water is still boiling hot, even though we're outside in the literal snow. The water is still boiling hot. It has almost a floral scent to it, which is really nice. And the atmosphere is just absolutely stunning. It's getting closer to the evening now, so it's not quite entirely dark yet. We've still got a little bit of natural daylight, but the rocks and the lights that they put around here have just made this so much more relaxing. It's crazy to think I am outside taking a bath right now, but honestly, this is the ultimate idea of relaxation. I'm so chilled out right now, but also very excited. I don't know how well you're able to see this right now, but it's actually actively snowing, which is insane because I feel really hot in this onsen, but I can see that it's snowing. It's really weird to be seeing these two conflicting things or feeling these two conflicting ways. Like, I feel hot, but I know I shouldn't be. It is cold outside.
After relaxing in the onsen, I headed to the room I would be spending the night in.
Whoa. This is insane. This room is massive. This room is magnificent. You have a massive bed here. Well, it's actually two massive beds, which I absolutely adore. There seems to be snacks available as well, which, come on, snacks. A massive bonus. There is a fantastic view. This window behind me is huge, and there's a nice lounging area in front of it as well. There's also a little corner if you want to do some work or study, and a massive TV. You can't forget about the TV. This room is truly stunning, and I like that it's modern but also traditionally Japanese too. So this view behind me is absolutely incredible. Even though it's dark right now, you can still see little lights twinkling in the background of buildings that are quite far away. You can see the cars, and it's just very relaxing to have a view like this. Also, I should mention, you've probably already noticed, but this isn't like your typical Japanese ryokan. A lot of people think with traditional ryokans, you sleep on the floor, on tatami flooring, and you may have noticed there is a massive bed here. And that's because although this has a bed, it's still a traditional ryokan with the tatami flooring, but it's got a bit of a modern twist. So if you're not quite into the idea of sleeping on the floor, fear not, you can still have the ryokan experience by staying somewhere just like this.
This ryokan has a lovely traditional Japanese dining area.
So we're about to start our meal, and it's going to come out in order. So this is the starter, and as you can see, we've got a vast range of different things to try. And some of it I don't think I've ever seen before, so I'm really excited to try it. I believe this is shrimp. Itadakimasu. The shrimp was absolutely delicious. It was nice and crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. Perfect. That was grilled sardine, and it had a lovely, rich, fishy flavour. It was absolutely perfect, and I feel healthier already from eating it. Lots of omega-3.
The meal consisted of traditional Japanese food to food with an overseas twist, but everything was made using local ingredients. They also had sake from local breweries.
So we ordered a flight of sake, and all three sakes are from Fukushima Prefecture, where we currently are. So I'm going to try all of these and compare. So I'm going to try all of these, starting with Aizu Musume.
テストがないんで。
The next one is ibuki.
I like it. when I have a tree.
The final one is aizu chujo. Oh yeah.
Aizu Musume is a Junmai sake by Takahashi Shosaku Brewery. It has a smooth, gentle flavour and can be drunk at any temperature. Ibuki had a rich, fruity flavour and was a slight yellow colour. Aizu Chujo was a lighter sake with a fruity aftertaste. Hot sake was also available and it was delicious. That was an absolutely fantastic dinner. I really loved the variety of dishes that they had, and I especially loved that all of the ingredients were super local to Fukushima Prefecture. Anyway, it is now time to get ready for bed, so I will see you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning. It's time to finally check out this view in all its glory. Here we go. Waking up to this view was the perfect start to the day. It was then time to head to breakfast. A traditional Japanese breakfast was served with a large variety of food, including fish, rice, and miso soup. That's it for today's video, you guys. I've had a fantastic time staying here and I really recommend it for you as well. They truly have everything here, which makes it the perfect weekend getaway. The scenery is also stunning. I can't believe I'm literally in the mountains right now, but the view is telling me that I definitely am. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and I will see you soon.